guys, Britto here. Welcome to back to the channel, and welcome to The Last Caretaker. Now, I will show you guys, potentially, I've got 42.7 hours in the game currently. So I wanted to show you guys through my fuel depot setup, also my ship setup. We are currently end game, so I wanted to show you a few things, just so you can sort of do end game to prepare for the future update towards the end of this year for potentially a jet ski that's coming out, the gyrocopter that's coming out next year at some stage. I'll quickly go through space. So I've sent 5 people to space, 3 maintenance engineers, 2 visual techs. I don't really know what happens with that, to be honest. I don't know. Some of these log datas I'm really 100% at, which is really good. I'll show you guys my ship setup. So coming down from here, you got the main deck area. As you can see, I've got 5 solar panels this side, 3 on this side. I did have them up there, but they sort of, once one's behind another one, so if the sun's coming from here, this solar panel blocks this solar panel from getting full power. So you've got to try and space them out evenly. Here I've got 6 oil containers here, another 6 on this side. This is for like the fueling depots and potentially to process diesel or process oil into diesel and fuel and plastic on your boat or ship if you want to. Coming into here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diesel containers as well, which gives me a total of 12,000 litres, plus the boat gives you 2, so 14,000 litre storage, which probably isn't enough. I mean, it's good. I can get from one side of the map to the other and not have to refuel, but we could potentially put more in. This here probably doesn't need here anymore. It's making petrol of that, so I can get rid of that. Running power up to the wind turbines up there, but down this side I've got 4 in total gasoline or fuel containers. Here for mainly for the flamethrower. I've been using the flamethrower a lot. That's really good for all like bugs and I guess the slime and all that sort of stuff. It's really good weapon to use for anything. And also the alien type growth that have got, you know, like the yellow, the red, the blue balls on top, and then like the legs going out. I've got, that's the flamethrower is really good for those. At the back here I've got our salt water coming in, produce water, which is sending it into the ship itself. Nothing else really to show you guys here. Got the net, you guys obviously know about that. Coming inside, got the fully upgraded diesel engine, fully upgraded electric engine. I've got 6 batteries on this side, 6 on this side, which gives us a total of 36, 72,000 kilowatts, or 72 kilowatts an hour battery, which is good. I got 2 water tanks here, which I pump that down through here into our food processing facility. But coming through into here, which is like the main sort of room, you got the recycler here, you got the fabricator on this side, do all your fabricating. I'll show you guys as well. I've got everything completely unlocked. I'll show you guys through my stats later on, but on this side I've got, you know, just hoses and bits and pieces, batteries. I've got handguns, rifles, my sniper rifle here. Then I've got all of our recycled materials up here on the roof. So you've got iron, copper, glass, rubber, plastic, fabric, aluminium, I think that's gold, polyurethane, yep, carbon fiber, titanium, that's silicon, and then there's these other couple here, and these are just extras for later on. And this is like just overflow, because obviously you get a lot of copper, a lot of iron, a lot of gold, you know, all that sort of stuff, sort of just overflow for me. In here I've got all like the bio sort of stuff, the seaweeds and the flesh and the dark and the bio waste, that sort of stuff. Coming through here, this is all like my food storage. So this is all just processed bio food into protein and bioregulator, carbs, calcium, omega-3s, fats, all that sort of stuff. It's all processed here. This is all like my memories and stuff that I can use for humans. This is only part of it. A lot of it's back at I can't even think of what it's called now. Not Lazarus, back at Lazarus, I think it is. And these are like all processed Nutri-Cores, like food and stuff to feed to the human seed before you send it to space. So these are all like the really good ones. So what I've sort of worked out is if you give one of each of these, and maybe like 2, 3, 4 fat, that's really all you need to get a human to be 100 years, a good height, a good weight, and that sort of stuff. Then the food processing facility in here. I've been killing a lot of sharks and stuff as well along the way. Some Lazarus pods. Now this is all my scrap overflow. So all my scrap. So currently at the moment, I'll get away from that, it's quite noisy. Currently, everything's bloody noisy on this ship. These little things are so annoying. Currently, as I said, I'm level 25. Can't go any higher at the moment, as you can see down the bottom, and down here, level 25 max level reached. So every time you scrap something, grab it out of the recycler, you gain XP. So at the moment, I'm only really scrapping, you know, plastics and fabrics, and just those sorts of things that I'm, like aluminium, that I'm really low on. Titanium, everything else I'm leaving stored away for when the update comes out. I can potentially go and just scrap everything and get, like, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels really quickly to get us through. So enhancers here, I've got maximum in power management, which really works for scrapping. The scrapper tool at 100%, because I scrap everything. Every point of interest I've been to, I've made sure I've scrapped everything 100%. There's nothing left at all to find, to scrap at all. I don't use the recycler, it takes too long. Just do it all by hand, bring it back, dump it in the recycler. 60 of 100 at a battery capacity, which is perfect, because I've got 100 of 100 hauling capacity. I usually get full, 100% full before my battery runs out, especially using the Oni Mega Cell backpack, which obviously you can, I'll grab it. Oh, grab it again, there we go. So grab the backpack, I can connect it to myself, and then I always have it on input mode. So not only have I got the full bar down the bottom, as you can see, I've also got the full backpack, so you're getting plenty of energy. The other thing, improved hydraulics. Haven't done a lot there. I didn't really feel like I needed to lift too much because I scrapped everything. Vitality 30, which I didn't really need. But one thing that I wished I put more points into was pressure. Max dive depth of 20 meters, which is not ideal. Late game spoiler, I'll show you guys. So all these places are to get seeds. Like down here. The only one you can get seeds at, which is above ground, is the Seed Vault Prometheus. These are all underwater, so you need to dive for these. So I can't dive any more than 20 meters without taking damage, so I would definitely try and put points into diving. If you can max it out, that'd probably be a lot better for end game, but I didn't even know about that, so here's what it is. Up here I've got all of our Typhoons producing power as well, and then I've got a little repair box here too, because even though all that stuff's down there, it doesn't quite reach up here to repair all these when we need to. That's a quick tour of the ship. As I said, I'm end game, 40 odd hours into the game. Quickly show you the map. Oop, not that way. I'll show you guys the map. Anything that's currently marked on the map, except for here. I don't know if I can unmark that now. Forget about that, but anything that's marked on the map, so here, these three, that one, and those ones, I've either not gone to at all, or I've not gone to and not scrapped everything completely. So every time I go somewhere, I make sure that, like, Refuel Outpost Delta, which I've been to, I've completely wiped it out, I've scrapped it, there's nothing left, so I make sure I take that off. I've also got an Excel spreadsheet to know which place I've been to, which one I haven't, to scrap everything. So I'm doing everything, scrapping everything. As you'll see here, there's nothing left anywhere. I scrapped everything, but alright, I'll show you guys what I've got here at this fuel depot. So this is going to be set up to produce diesel and fuel. Potentially with the jet ski later on, we're going to need a lot of fuel, the gyrocopter, so potentially we can land here somewhere and get diesel or fuel as we need to and fly off to somewhere else potentially. I said the oil comes off the ship. I've got a total of 6, and I'm going to have 4 of these at each fuel depot, so I can run around, you know, load 4 tanks of oil to this one, and then go to the next depot and the next depot and let it process. I don't know if it processes while I'm on the other side of the map, or I've got to be reasonably close for it to process. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I've got set up here. Then it runs down this way. Try and keep all my cables nice and neat as well. Runs down into here. So that'll fill up with oil. Then it'll produce was it fuel out this side. Fuel runs down here. It runs into 3 fuel tanks. And then our diesel runs this way and runs down into 12 diesel tanks. Now what I've worked out is, I think I'd have to show you guys probably, but 36,000 litres an hour comes out of here and 3,600 comes out of here. So I need 10 diesel tanks to 1 fuel tank. So it's a 10-to-1 ratio from what I can work out. So 10 times the amount of diesel produced compared to fuel. So potentially I'm going to make sure that I've got 3 tanks, make sure I've got 30 of these guys. So I'm going to put some more diesel tanks around here, or even just take 1 fuel tank out and then add another 8 diesel. So it'd be 20 diesel to 2 fuel. But in saying that, I also might leave it because we just don't know what's going to happen once the update comes out. Now, I'll show you guys power as well. So if I jump up on top here, these guys produce the Lumids. I didn't go with the Lumi Max because they take what is it? Magnetic coils? Maybe it's. I think one of them potentially takes titanium. I can't remember. I've just gone with Lumids. They produce 2 watts an hour, and this guy takes 60 watts to completely power. So I've got 30 of these guys along here. So we've got like 8 up here, and then all the way down, and then coming back up the other side. A total of 30 solar panels. They're running into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 batteries. I will see 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. So we need 1 more battery essentially to have this thing run for an hour without producing power. But that was my plan, you know. I have it written down on my other screen, but you know, a total of 30 being produced from these solar panels, 30 megawatts, and these produce, I think it's kilowatts, 1,000 watts an hour, 6,000 watts an hour. That one takes 60,000. So it all works out in the end. If I've done my math right, I may not have, but we'll quickly run over here, show you guys up here. So all the solar panels run down this way and this way. They're all linked in together. So I try and keep things nice and neat. Come across here, and then it goes across into the batteries, and then it also feeds down and into the machine here. So let's crank this bad boy up. Got nothing connected to the ship except for this, which I want to unhook now because I want to let this fully process. So 4,000 litres. I want to work out what this actually produces with the full 4,000 litres. Is it going to produce enough to fill all of these and only one of these? I don't know, but we'll come over here and I'll show you guys as well. So this has got, see, 3,600 petrol litres per hour, 36,000 litres of diesel per hour. So that's a 10-to-1 ratio. Close enough to 10-to-1. And we get plastic, which is awesome. So 10-to-1, so it's going to fill 10 of these guys to fill one of those from what I've realised. And also, if you need to, if you want to keep producing fuel but not diesel, you're not worried about the oil, you can take this off and it'll just, the diesel just runs on the ground and just disappears. It doesn't affect anything. That way, if you fill up all these diesel tanks and you want to keep filling the fuel, you can disconnect that. I'll show you guys up here as well. So the place that we set up the oil is up here, the black vein station at the northwest corner, the northern circle. That's where you can set up like enough power to start to produce the oil. You can also produce diesel and fuel and stuff from there as well, which is what I've done just to fuel the ship while I'm up there. And then when I come back down here, this one is fully set up. This one I've wiped out, cleaned everything, but I haven't actually set up this setup down here yet. So this will be my This might not be my next one, but I'll get up here to the outpost, refill outpost theta, and get the same thing done here, and then we'll get it done down there as well. But I want to try and scrap everything from here, so it's fully up and running, doing its thing. So I'll quickly check. You've got like 130 litres. What do you have? 1300 litres. So it's definitely a 10 to 1. Definitely a 10 to 1. The other thing I want to show you guys, another little tip for you guys, is every time you go to a point of interest, you need to swim under and have a look. Sometimes they've got like really big pillars. You've got to swim down, 30, 40, 50 meters to find things. But in here, like up in here, see there's a room up in here. I've completely stripped this, but you need to check all the points of interest. There are hidden rooms, but they're hidden behind like a little grill, a mesh grill thing, or they're underwater. There's definitely a lot of places that will have little hidey holes which have memories and stuff that you want to try and get to complete the 100% of the memories. I do know that I potentially stuffed up once and used this tool on a guitar instead of picking the guitar up, so potentially I've lost one memory out of the lot that I've collected so far. I don't know why the ship's on an angle. It keeps doing this at some docks, coming through at an angle, but I'll let this run. I'll hang around, I'll let this run, I'll wait for it to finish producing whatever it wants to produce. So it's going to take a little while, probably an hour or something, to produce all of this diesel. See, it's all through here. Once this is all done, I'll bring you guys back and we'll have a look at the ratio. So I can even throw maybe another 2 tanks in here, and then plus more down here. So I think I need another 8 tanks to do a 20 to 1 ratio. If I can do a 30 to 1, that's fine. It just takes a lot of plastic and that sort of thing. I'll quickly show you my stock of plastic. Plastic is a huge thing. So I've got 399 plastic left, fabric and plastic, and also aluminium. Something that I'm really struggling at the moment. Everything else, I mean, titanium is always a struggle, carbon fiber a little bit, but it's fine. And the actual last tip is this gun as well. So if you bring your backpack out, you can actually connect it to your rifle, and then when you're taking on like angels in the sky, sharks in the water, you got the little rolly boy things. This is probably the best gun by far, even better than the sniper rifle. Obviously, pressing and holding, you can actually charge the shot. Fully charged shot. It does a ton of damage, like nearly 3 shots, maybe 4 shots with this fully charged will kill a shark easy. So definitely, if that's not the gun you're using, use this. It's completely free, it just takes electricity. You don't have to use titanium for bullets and all that sort of stuff. So right guys, I'll throw in a cut here and I'll bring you guys back once this is fully finished processing, and we'll see what we actually got. Right guys, we're back. So the oil is all drained out. I did some adjustments off camera too because I was bored. Just added a couple of 360 lights in each corner so we can see what we're doing. So this thing should be just about out of oil now. It still sounds like it's processing, but it really shouldn't be. It should shut itself off any time now, I think. I mean, it's not pumping anything, so we'll shut it down. Actually, it might be cooling down. Alright, we'll go and jump up on top here. Check the batteries. 5.3. So it's used hardly anything. So it's probably overkill doing this. You probably only need like 3-4 batteries. Probably even half the amount of solar panels, half the amount of batteries, but I don't know. I like to do things by numbers and to make things look cool. So right, so they're completely empty. Let's go and have a look at how many tanks we've got full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. So that's 14,500 litres of diesel. And we've got 1,452 litres of fuel. That's definitely a 10 to 1 ratio. Definitely 10 to 1. So for this, 4 these is not even enough to fill one of these. So pretty much at any of these other ones that I create now, I'll do 10 10 diesel to 1 fuel. 1 fuel, 2,000 litres is quite a bit, but I'm just not sure long term how we're going to go once the update comes out with other things. You know, with like the gyrocopters, are going to be diesel or fuel. Is the jet ski going to be diesel or fuel? More than likely fuel, so, or petrol. Just depends on what you want to do, but yep, this is my setup. This setup works really, really well. As I said, we've got shitloads of power. It's cost quite a bit of resources to get all this done. Got quite a bit of power. Only one of these could potentially put in a second or third if you wanted to run extra, but I think one's enough unless you want to process it really, really quick. But yeah, that's a little, I said little, quick 20-minute video on my ship tour, some hints and tips along the way, and also the fuel depot setup. If you guys want to see some more, like my setup up at the Black Vein oil rig up there, let me know. I can also do that. It doesn't look pretty at the moment, but I will go through and redo everything and make it look nice, similar to this. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, as always, smash that like button. Any ideas, suggestions, or if you guys want to show me your setups, feel free to jump in on the Discord. The link should be in the description below. Send me a private message, just post it down there somewhere, a video, picture, whatever. If you guys are new to the channel and want to see some more content like this and other simulation style games, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.